Woohoo! We are live. Hi, guys. Let's see. Let me go live here on Instagram whenever. How do you look? Oh my gosh. Hey, friends. It is Dallas Housing Market Update. So let me get onto Instagram. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. Let's jump right into it. So today, when I was going through the market, last week we talked about what does my stories represent every single week, and it was talking about, new listings on the market. Then we had pending, then we had closings. New listings on the market is telling you how much inventory is coming onto the market. So remember that. Also sales, which means that something that had just closed, that is telling you how much inventory is going off the market. And then pending means something that is going to close soon. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about February numbers that have finally came out last week. And so the number one thing, because I'm not going to bore you with so much stuff, because with real estate, there's just so many things to actually grasp. There's just, a lot of people, if you're not in real estate, a lot of this is just like way over your head. So I want to give you a quick, because today we'll probably do like 5 minutes versus like the 10 minutes that I usually do. But anyways, I wanted to talk about February's numbers, and it was talking about how if people who are waiting on foreclosures, and I know I keep talking about foreclosures with you guys, it's because I keep getting so many people talking about foreclosures. I know that the NAR settlement has come out and nothing is finalized just yet. We spoke about that last week. Remember, the only 3 changes that are supposedly going to be coming is, 1, you have to have a buyer's rep agreement before you even go and look at a house. If you're a good agent, you would have already been doing that. The second thing is us real estate agents will not be able to see if the seller is willing to pay our commission on the MLS, which is the multiple listing service portal. It will be on other platforms. So you will need to make sure that you are willing to either pay your buyer 3% or make sure that they are a actual good negotiating agent to be able to negotiate their commission through the seller. So those are all the things when it comes to the NAR settlement. But why does that matter? It matters because when buyers are thinking, oh my gosh, I have to pay my agent, now they're going to be like, let's go to foreclosures. And so I'm going to tell you now, in February, only homes that closed were like 3% were foreclosed homes. Foreclosures are not swarming the market, guys. Please don't get out here thinking, oh, since I have to pay my agent now, which, our commission has always been negotiated. But since we do such a good job, if you work with a good agent, it's never questioned. Okay. But now everything has to be super transparent, which once again, if you've been working with a good agent, they have told you or gave you the transparency of the whole entire process of buying or selling. So if you are someone who is thinking about getting into the market to do foreclosed properties, only 3% of homes that closed last month were foreclosed homes. Do not bank on foreclosures, guys. I talked about this. I actually just did a YouTube video on foreclosed homes, how if you want to buy a house in Dallas that's foreclosed, foreclosure is not going to swarm the market. Too many people have too much equity in their home. Okay. So I want to put that out there. Also, I also wanted you guys to recognize why we get paid 3%. Okay. 33% of that goes to our broker. The other 33% of that goes to taxes. So we're really low key. If you think about it, 1% goes to broker, 1% goes to taxes. We only really get paid 1%. So many people think that we'd be rolling in the dough, which, some of us are, some of us are managing and, using the things that God has given us to steward. And it looks like we are getting paid a ton, but a lot of agents are not. And I even put out a Instagram video talking about 87% of agents fail in the first 5 years. And so I want to go back to what I said last week in my live. In the absence of value, price matters. So make sure when you are talking to your your realtor friends, and you are thinking about buying or selling, make sure you pick someone who is bringing you value, who is going to help you save money, who is going to really negotiate and advocate for you, and make sure they're also full-time, of course, and make sure that they're doing continued education. Like, I go to so many conferences a year to make sure that I can bring the most value to any and everybody that I impact through real estate. So that is really my live this week, is to, I know a lot of people who are not even in real estate, they aren't even caring about the NAR settlement because it doesn't really affect you, because nothing is finalized. Okay. Nothing is finalized. But I still think that it's good for us to at least let you know what's going on in our industry. So when and if it does come into play, that you are fully equipped to know how to move forward. So that is what I have for you guys. Let me see what else that I put. Because another thing I wanted to say to you is we are having more inventory come onto the market, which is beautiful. For my sellers, don't get discouraged. Like, nationally, days on market are about 38 days. I mean, yes, we really loved, a year or 2 or 3 years ago when houses were selling within like hours. But it's nice that we're kind of getting back to a normal market. We're getting back to an adjusted market, guys. Like, this is where we need to be. Now, not every listing is going to be 38 days on the market, but I just wanted to at least let the sellers not get discouraged or be like, oh my gosh, like, is my house not going to sell? Things are just taking time. Buyers are taking more time to make a decision. So don't freak out if your home is sitting a little longer than you anticipated, okay? But also make sure that you hire a realtor who is, one, marketing your property to the best of their ability and getting exposure. And then 2, what you need to focus on what you can control, which is availability, which means that you need to be out of the house when someone wants to see the house. You want to keep the house clean. We can only control quote unquote price to a certain extent, because we can set the price, but whatever a buyer is willing to pay for your property is how much the house is worth. So I hope that this has helped, guys. And I know that I give it like really quick. It's a lot. It's Dallas market update on Mondays, but I just think that it's so good for you guys to constantly be aware and updated every time. I just got a message. Is it still a seller's market? It is still a seller's market. So last week I talked about what's the difference between seller's market and buyer's market. So anything that is lower than 6 months of inventory on the market, we are in a seller's market. Right now we have 2 months of inventory, which means if all of the homes that were like no other homes came on the market in 2 months, we would sell every single house that is on the market, which is scary. When we hit like 6 months and above, 6 months is a balanced market. 6 months and above is a buyer's market. We're not in a buyer's market anyways. But the thing is, buyers do have an advantage because of new construction. So if you are going to new construction, a lot of people are getting that interest rate that the new construction has bought, paid down to be able to help buyers truly be able to purchase. But I'm going to tell you this, guys, stop waiting to buy. I'm really talking to my buyers right now. Stop waiting to buy, because affordability is about to disappear. And if you don't believe me, just watch. Not joking. I would say in the next 5-7 years, I don't think that first-time home buyers are going to really be able to afford like $350,000 homes, because they won't be that. They'll be much, much, much higher. But good question. Is it still a seller's market? It is still a seller's market. We need more inventory. We need more people to come onto the market so more people can purchase. And that can come from new construction as well, guys, getting inventory homes built. It's slowly but surely getting there. If you guys have any questions, of course, DM me, message me. I'm streaming on all platforms: Instagram, Facebook page, regular Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. I'm trying to get onto TikTok. So if anyone knows how to do StreamYard through TikTok, I would love if you can DM me, help a sister out. I'm still working through all the things when it comes to technology, but I am open to learn. So I pray that this has brought you value, and I will see you next Monday, same time, around 5:30. Talk soon. Peace.